Hey there, this is Will again from Untied Games, and I'm here with another devlog video. It's been a long time since our last development log, so I thought I'd show some stuff off. This time I've got a new build of Atmocopter to share with you. It's just a video for now. The demo is coming very soon, I promise. The first level is basically done. I'm going to do maybe 2 more levels, I think, and then the next public demo will be released. So in this video, I'm going to show you the first level, so let's get started. And here we are. So this is the game. I'm just going to click through all the dialogues here. I turned the game sound off so you can hear me talk a little better this time, and I'm actually going to play with a controller this time because my keyboard is right next to my microphone, and last time there were a lot of keyboard noises. So I'm going to click controller, and I'm going to click OK. And the first thing you might notice here is that the graphics have been dramatically improved. I've got animated tiles, I've got backgrounds, and I'm just going to fly around here, and I'm going to click the start button. I'm going to run into the start button, I mean. Alright. So here is our new level 1. It's not quite complete yet. You can see some of the level boundaries are kind of jagged. But yeah, we've got new parallax backgrounds. They're still a work in progress, but it's a proof of concept at least. So another thing you might notice is as I fly around these elect traps, the camera is not quite centered on the player. I'm testing out a new method of moving the camera where it kind of focuses on what's around you. So you can see as I approach them, it focuses more and more on the elect traps, which I think is pretty cool. Sometimes it's a little a little fast when it's moving the camera, but I think it's working out. Here's our first new object in this build is bumpers. If I run into them, they bounce me around. Pretty cool, huh? That's pretty much all they do, but you gotta be careful they don't bounce you into hazards. They don't do too much damage on contact unless you run into them really fast. Oh, I almost forgot, I think this is new in this build. I can boost by pressing X. I can boost in 4 directions based on the position of the left stick and whether or not I'm pressing R2 to fly. So that'll help you get out of really dicey situations, I'm hoping. So I'm just going to get through these bumpers. Here's an elect rope. You've seen this in previous builds. Of course, if you touch it, it damages you. I'll just demonstrate that. Ouch. Alright, so now that we made it past our hazards, we have our first little puzzle. If I press this big button here, you can see it lights up that door and opens it, but once I release the button, it darkens and the door closes. So there must be something else I have to do here. I can go up. I can't go down. It would be nice if I could get that box down there and grab that and put it on the switch. So it looks like I have to go up first. And I'll just navigate through these hazards here. Just scoot right on past those. Hey, a button. So I press that, and this little cable lights up here. And voila, our door is open. I'm going to go ahead and grab this box and place it on the switch. Oop, there we go. And that's our first puzzle solved. Also, there's a couple things I'd like to mention before we continue. The first change is that I made it a lot easier to fly in straight lines. As you can see, if I start going up and then left, I make a much sharper turn and my vertical movement levels out a lot faster than it used to in previous builds. I got some really good feedback last night when I showed this off at the IGDA multiplayer extravaganza. It sounds fancy, but it's really not. It's just a bunch of indie devs getting together and playing games. But I showed this game off there last night, and a lot of people liked the new flight controls. So I'm really happy with the way that turned out. The other thing I got feedback on there was releasing objects. Picking things up, I know I need to make it a little bit easier to do, because like if I go over here, you can't pick it up till you're basically in the center. But releasing objects, I also got some good feedback on. If I tried to release this just by tapping square here, you can see I just grab it right back. So you need to hold the button to release it. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some kind of a little cooldown to make it so you can release objects a little easier. Alright, let's move on to the next section. Another thing I'd like to do in the future is, with save points, I'd like it so there's a little indicator that shows up as you approach them that you're supposed to descend into them to save. So far people have pretty much understood that you descend into it to save, but a little more reinforcement couldn't hurt, could it? Alright, moving on. Here's another new feature we've got, moving tracks. So these bumpers are moving along this octagon here, and it doesn't have to be a closed path either. I can make them into open paths, I can make them any shape I want, I can make them lines, I can make circles, pretty much anything. And the objects don't have to be evenly spaced along the path either, although they are right here. But yeah, I'm hoping this will make for some really cool levels in the future. Alright. This is also new since the last devlog. Here we've got this nice flashing little object here that just blew up. So let's check that out. I'm just going to grab that. Maybe we need this thing. So let's bring it along with us for the ride. Alright. I'm just going to descend through this deadly maze here. And you can see these saw blades here. They are actually one-hit kills, unlike the electropes up here. As you can see, these I can just run into and I'm still okay. Well, I'm sort of okay. But these are one-hit kills. I'm actually going to demonstrate them right here, and you'll actually get to see what happens when I die, which is also new as of this build. So I'm just going to run into this, and you can see my lifeless body is being thrown around, and I leave a little ghost after I explode. And I respawn back at the save point, so I'm just going to dash through here. And our mystery object has respawned, so I'm going to grab that. And now I'm just going to blaze through this here, because we've already seen it. Whoa, that was close. Alright. Whoa, a little lag there. So here is the goal of the level. As you can see, this object I'm holding sure looks like it would fit in there, so I'm just going to drop it right in. And there we go. That's actually the end of the level, but nothing happens yet because it's the only level. So this object that I put in here is the key, or I like to call it the key at least, because it looks kind of like one. And this is the goal that I just put it in. So what would happen after this is you would be transported somehow to the next level, but since there is no next level, nothing's happening yet. So that's pretty much it. If you have any comments, any feedback, that would be awesome. Leave it in the comments below. The public demo is coming very soon after I get a couple more levels done and flesh out a little more of the graphics and, you know, these blank areas outside the level that are just kinda there. So yeah, leave your comments below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys next time.